Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Siti Yulaika from 5A English Instructional Design. On this occasion, I will present the lesson plan that I have compiled. Announcement text using EID model to grade 10 of senior high school. Here, I use the EID method. The EID method is an abbreviation for 5 stages of development process, namely analysis, design, develop, implement, and the last one is evaluate. I will start from the first step, which is analysis. This analysis aimed at students was carried out to knowing the competencies possessed by students can be known through the process of analyzing the characteristics of students, such as special characteristics, such as initial knowledge, skills, and attitudes. In this first stage, students will be asked questions related to the announcement text. Number 1. Have you studied announcement when you were in junior high school? Number 2. What do you know about announcements? Number 3. Do you know the formula for simple present tense and simple future tense? Please write and give examples. The questions mentioned above have the following objectives. The first questions aims to remind or reflect students to remember that they had studied announcements when they were in junior high school. The second questions aims to determine the extent to which students understand what announcements are about. The third question gives an idea to the student that the tenses they will use in this announcement text are two tenses. Both are simple present tense and the simple future tense. The second step is design. The time used in 45 minutes in 1 week, and learning is carried out in 2 weeks. At this stage, I created a 2 week course according to the timeline and learning plan. Week 1, Activity 1, we will discuss the definition of announcement, the form of announcement, and the place where we will find the announcement. Activity 2, one of the indicators of this material is to identify the social function of announcement. So, the second activity will discuss the social function of announcement. Activity 3, Quiz 1. In this third activity, there is a quiz by giving 3 examples of announcement in the form of leaflets which are distributed to each student to be identified regarding what is the social function of each of the announcement texts. The last activity is quiz 2. By using the announcement text in the first quiz, students were asked to determine the part or structure of the announcement text. Furthermore, students are also asked to write 1 to 2 sentences that show sentences that use the simple present tense and the simple future tense. In the third step is develop. I will do as contained in the third activity in the second week. At the develop step, it will review the activities that have been carried in the 2 weeks, where the material will be presented again using PowerPoint slides and displays examples of reading announcements in the form of videos, and several examples of reading questions related to the announcement text. At the last part of this lesson plan, I will evaluate students using questions in the form of reading questions whose material is related to the announcement text. So that the evaluation is easier and not monotonous in the form of paper, I will use one of the website, namely Google Form. Well, later I will set it so that student scores can be seen immediately and student can find out on what number they are wrong or right, so that it can be used as material for relearning and not repeating the same mistakes in the future. That's all for my presentation about my lesson plan using EID method. Thank you for your attention. I'm sorry for the mistakes. And the last I said, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.